Okay, good afternoon students. So, as we have started new chapter, respiration in organisms. Respiration in organisms. So, we have a basic discussion on respiration in our previous classes. Okay, and today we will be talking more about types of respiration. Okay, so respiration is the process of taking oxygen into the cell. Okay, so it is the process of taking oxygen into the cell, using it for producing into the cell, using it for producing energy, thereby releasing gaseous waste products. Okay, and removing the gaseous waste and removing the gaseous waste. So here in respiration, a simple definition of respiration states that it is the process of taking oxygen, that means inhalation, in terms of human beings, okay, mostly in animals, mostly taking oxygen into the cell, that means whatever the oxygen we take in, okay, it goes into the cell, using it for producing energy. Okay, that means after the oxygen is absorbed by the cell, it helps the food particles to burn it, which gives us energy to perform various functions. In return, that means after producing energy, okay, after producing energy, it removes the gaseous waste. Okay, gaseous waste means mostly in terms of animals, carbon dioxide and water vapor. Okay, so here producing energy. What do you mean by producing energy? So in this sense, two term is most important. That means exothermic and endothermic. It is the two term mostly used for releasing energy and absorbing energy. So in exothermic reaction or exothermic process, heat is released. Heat or energy is released. And in endothermic, heat is absorbed. Okay, that means if it is producing energy, so we can say that respiration is an exothermic process. Okay, respiration is an exothermic process. Okay, remember this term, exothermic process. Why respiration is termed as exothermic process? Because it is producing energy, that means heat is released. That's why we get energy, instant energy, not instant energy, we get energy after producing heat. Okay, and by that we can perform various functions. So respiration involves two processes. Respiration involves two process. Okay, it involves This exothermic and endothermic reaction is to make you understand that this reaction, mostly respiration, if you talk about respiration, it is an exothermic reaction. So respiration involves two processes. Number one, breathing or external respiration. Number two, we have cellular respiration or internal respiration. Cellular or internal respiration. So basically we have two types of respiration. Okay, number one, breathing or external respiration. That means the oxygen or the gases we take in and the gases we release it. Okay, that type of thing is called breathing or external respiration. Okay, and cellular or internal respiration means respiration takes place in particular cell. Actually, it's not that only by taking in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide the process of respiration is finished. No, it takes place inside the cell also. Okay, so in breathing or external respiration, the process of inhalation, in breathing or external respiration, what do you mean by breathing or external respiration? So the process of inhalation, fresh air, and exhaling the used air. That means inhaling the fresh air and exhaling the used air, okay, is termed as breathing, so in this, the fresh air is, you can say, oxygen, and the used air, you can say, carbon dioxide that we release, okay, is termed as breathing, and it takes place externally. That means we can, what you can say, that we can feel this type of respiration, okay, as we mostly do. But whereas in cellular respiration, it's neither seen or neither felt. Okay, we can't feel that type of respiration. It's called breathing or external respiration. So during breathing, oxygen is taken in and carbon dioxide and water vapor are released. Okay, that means simple, we can say that breathing or external respiration is common, that means it's simple. Okay, now let's move towards cellular or internal respiration, the second point. So as I told that in cellular respiration, mostly cell is involved. As for example, as I told that when we take in oxygen or when we take in the gases, fresh air, that is oxygen, some part of the oxygen is absorbed by the cells also. Okay, and after that, inside the cell also respiration takes place. Number two, cellular or internal respiration. So cellular respiration takes place inside the cell. As I told, it takes place inside the takes place inside the cell. Okay, that means it is internal respiration. Inside our body, that type of respiration takes place. Respiration takes place. So in this process, glucose obtained during the digestion of the food. That means here glucose obtained during digestion of food is oxidized. What do you mean by oxidized? Oxidized means it reacts with oxygen. That means the glucose, when react with oxygen, it gives, okay, by inhaled oxygen to carbon dioxide and water. Okay, oxidized digestion food is oxidized by the inhaled oxygen, by the inhaled oxygen, releasing oxygen to carbon dioxide and water, to carbon dioxide and water, releasing energy. That means releasing, here also same thing process, same thing happens, but it takes place inside the cell. Okay, so here, as you know that as we studied that cellular respiration takes place inside this cell, where glucose, okay, so how this glucose is obtained? It is obtained when we eat food. Okay, whatever the food we eat, it gives energy, and that energy we get it in the form of glucose. Okay, that means in the soluble form. Okay, so glucose obtained during digestion of food is oxidized. Oxidized means to mix with, to react with oxygen by the inhaled oxygen. That means this glucose and oxygen is, what you can say, reacted, is oxidized. That means this glucose is oxidized, where carbon dioxide and water are, these two act as an byproduct. Byproduct means it, what happens means it is of no use. That means it is released and we get energy after that. Okay, we get energy after that. So nutrients of the food, let's see, glucose plus oxygen. Let's have an equation here. Glucose plus oxygen, when they are reacted, what they gives? They gives carbon dioxide plus water plus energy. Okay, carbon dioxide, water plus energy. C6H12O6, it is the chemical formula of glucose, plus oxygen gives 6CO2 plus 6H2O, 6H2O plus energy. Okay, where we can say that when the digested food, that means the glucose that we obtained from the food is oxidized with oxygen it gives carbon dioxide and water. That means when it is oxidized, it gives carbon dioxide and water. This is gas. This is also gas. So these two gas is released as a byproduct, and finally we get an energy. Okay, that means we can perform various function by this energy. So this was all about two processes involved in respiration. Number one, external respiration, okay, or simple breathing, where exchange of gases only takes place. Second, cellular internal respiration, that means respiration that takes place inside the cell after the food is digested. Okay, so this was all about two processes. Now we will talk about types of respirations. That means types of cellular respiration. Okay, types of cellular respirations. So basically we have two types of cellular respiration. Respiration takes place in the body. Number one is aerobic respiration, and another one is anaerobic respiration. We will talk one by one about aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So as far as respiration is concerned in human beings, we talk that oxygen is required. Oxygen is required for the release of energy. But in some cases, oxygen is not involved at all. Okay, that we are going to discuss. So there are two types of cellular respiration. Number one, aerobic, and another anaerobic. Aerobic and anaerobic. Okay, I will make this here. Number one, aerobic, and number two, anaerobic respiration. Okay, in this sense we can differentiate between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So in aerobic respiration there is a presence of oxygen. So here in this type of respiration there is a presence of oxygen. That means oxygen is present. Oxygen is taken in as an, what you can say, raw material. But in anaerobic respiration there is an absence of oxygen. Okay, that means in anaerobic respiration oxygen is not required. Okay, oxygen is not required in terms of anaerobic respiration. So during aerobic respiration glucose is oxidized to carbon dioxide and water. That means as we talked in a cellular respiration. So here glucose is oxidized. Glucose is oxidized to carbon dioxide and water. Carbon dioxide and water. Okay, that means glucose C6H12O6 plus oxygen, that means it is oxidized, which gives 6CO2 plus 6H2O plus energy. whereas in anaerobic respiration, this oxygen is not required. What happens here in B, C6H12O6, what it gives? It gives ethyl alcohol, C2H5OH, C2H5O, how much? C2H5OH, and carbon dioxide plus energy. That means it gives ethyl alcohol. Glucose. Okay, here you can see glucose plus oxygen plus carbon dioxide, water vapor and energy. So in aerobic respiration there is a presence of oxygen. That means there is a presence of oxygen. Oxygen reacts with the glucose, okay, the food that we have digested, okay, and after oxidizing, what it gives? It gives carbon dioxide and water, which is released while exhalation process, okay, and energy is given. But in anaerobic respiration there is absence of oxygen. That means only glucose reacts, okay, it reacts automatically in the cell, which gives ethyl alcohol, carbon dioxide and energy, and this ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide is also released. Here water vapor, it's not, what you can say, is not obtained. Water vapor is not obtained, okay. So this was about aerobic respiration, and this is about anaerobic respiration. So aerobic respiration mostly takes place in all animals, okay. Aerobic respiration mostly takes place in all plants and animals. Takes place in all organisms, okay, whereas anaerobic respiration takes place only in few organisms. As for example, we have yeast, okay, yeast, some bacteria and parasitic flatworm. Yeast, bacteria and parasitic flat worms, okay. So anaerobic respiration takes place in yeast, some bacteria and parasitic flatworm. As for example, let's take an example of parasitic flatworm. So these flatworms mostly reside in the alimentary canal, that means inside the, what you can say, digestive tract of the animals, and there it's not possible for them to take in oxygen, okay. So what happens? They simply release the glucose, okay, so simply get the energy by anaerobic respiration, okay. And here what happens? More energy is released, more energy is released, but in this case energy is released less energy is released, okay. So this was all about aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. So in aerobic respiration, it said that oxygen is involved. Number 1 point. Number 2, glucose is oxidized to carbon dioxide and water, releasing energy, and it takes place in all organisms. Okay, higher organisms, mostly plants and animals, and more energy is released, that means to perform various functions. Okay, whereas in anaerobic respiration there is an absence of oxygen, where glucose simply is, what you can say, simply release the energy, okay, after reacting inside the cell, forming ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. Okay, example we have yeast, bacteria and parasitic flatworm, and less energy is released in anaerobic respiration as compared to aerobic respiration. Okay, so this was all about aerobic respiration. So another important point regarding anaerobic respiration is that aerobic respiration produces more energy. Okay, so as I told that mostly aerobic respiration takes place in animals, but anaerobic respiration also takes place in some part of human body. Okay, let's talk about that. Some part of human body. As for example, let's talk about when you are walking more. Okay, as for example, if you are doing hard labor, that means if you are burning the oxygen or burning the food. Okay, so as for example, if you are playing, what happens? Oxygen is needed more, that's why we respire more, that means to take in extra oxygen. Okay, so that energy can be burnt. Okay, the food can be burnt and that can give us energy. But in case if the food is not burnt, okay, if sufficient oxygen, if we don't get sufficient oxygen, still in that case also some animals, that means some animals means even human beings, they perform anaerobic respiration. Okay, they perform anaerobic respiration, that means while during physical activities, physical activities means running, playing, what happened? Running, playing, exercising. Okay, what happens? Our body needs more oxygen to gives us energy, but if the amount of inhaled oxygen is less, okay, humans also, or humans cell can perform anaerobic respiration in muscles, okay, in muscles, when there is a deficiency in oxygen, when there is, or you can say less oxygen, when there is less oxygen. Okay, when there is less oxygen, that means the whatever the amount of oxygen we are not getting. Okay, the amount of oxygen which is required, if you don't get it, we can perform anaerobic respiration. Okay, as for example, here what happens, glucose in muscles, this is called glucose. Okay, as we know that after the food is digested, it is converted into glucose. Okay, in muscles, in absence of oxygen, what happens, it produces lactic acid. It produces lactic acid and energy. Okay, it produces lactic acid and energy. Okay, and when this lactic acid accumulates means when this lactic acid accumulates, what happen, muscles causes cramps. Cramps means, as for example, when a person is running, okay, suppose if I am running, okay, if I am running and if I have a deficiency of oxygen, that means if I am not getting the sufficient oxygen, the muscles in my body, okay, it performs anaerobic respiration. Okay, after that it releases lactic acid and energy. We get the energy, but this lactic acid, when it is not released, okay, it accumulates. When it accumulates means वो जब जमा हो जाता है तो cramps means it is a type of strain. Okay, जैसे cramps means मसल में कुछ तकलीफ आना. Okay, मसल में कुछ तकलीफ आ जाती है. Okay, जैसे कि दर्द होता है या कुछ. Okay, that means the person begins to feel a pain. Okay, that is called cramps, and these cramps can be released by applying medicine like Move, okay, Volini, or putting it in the hot tub, okay, or by massaging. Understood? So even animals also perform anaerobic respiration in this case. So this was all about types of respiration.